Hello, this is your author Mark coming to you with another interesting discussion. Today we're gonna discuss many different topics. For starters, we're gonna discuss this show called Ancient Aliens. Now, I'm I am gonna discuss it from the point of view of a critic and some other things. Now, the the there are some things I don't like about that particular show, and there are some things that I do like. Now, Ancient Aliens is basically a show about ancient civilizations and all these technologies on the History Channel. Now, uh, some of the things that they say are basically accurate, and some other things. For example, what do I agree with Ancient Aliens and the show? Now, when it comes to building the pyramids, in my opinion, they're right about one thing, is that um, that unfortunately people without technologies, those pyramids in Egypt could not have been built without modern technology. There's just no way. Now, the what I don't like about Ancient Aliens is that there are a lot of speculations about things. Now, the there's a lot of speculations and what ifs. Now, when it comes to technology for building things like the pyramids and other things, yes, I do agree. Like other things in the world, that they're like, for example, Stonehenge, all those other things, those such as the pyramids, Stonehenge, and some other thing, for example, the pyramids in Mexico. Those those things, in my opinion, could not have been built without the use of some sort of modern technology. That is true, in my opinion. But the thing that that there might be wrong about is, that everything was created by ancient aliens. That's totally that's totally wrong. And what I really don't like about that show, that there is some evidence of, they talked about the Baghdad battery and all those other ancient discoveries on that show. That's cool, but the thing is, there's too much. There's in that show on the History Channel about ancient aliens, there's like a lot of what ifs. Now, some of them, some of those what ifs are valid points, mind you, but the thing is, some answers will have to be given to you by yes and no. It's either it is or it isn't, and sometimes we do need the it's either yes or no answer, and unfortunately, that show Ancient Aliens on the History Channel presents presents a lot of speculation, but not enough hard evidence. Now, are we gonna get hard evidence of use of that the ancient Egyptians used technology to build the pyramids, or did, for example, the Egyptians hide a spaceship in the desert? Maybe, maybe not. But we can't. Let's just say we cannot not prove or disprove of that technology. Did they use technology? And that is a big problem with with the show Ancient Aliens, is that there is some evidence, for example, of that for example, there's a lot of evidence that the ancient might have used modern technology. I said might have used modern technology, but there is no yes or no answer to that question. Now, for example, the other thing that they talk about on that particular show, that they talk about on that particular show, is the Bermuda Triangle. Is there something to that Bermuda Triangle? Yes, and there are some things happening, but again, it's like, that's I mean, where is the definite proof that it's either this way or that way? That's why I don't. There are some things about the Ancient Aliens show that I do like, and there is some of the things that I don't like, and I hope that I brought this to you attention in this particular video. Now, there's another thing. I'm going to also do a Ukrainian update, a Ukraine update on my YouTube video. Now, the Ukrainians unfortunately are not winning. Now, do they have a right to defend themselves? Absolutely. Every nation, when they're in a situation like Ukraine is, they have a right to defend themselves. But unfortunately, we the taxpayers ourselves, we cannot afford to actually keep supporting Ukraine indefinitely, because unfortunately in this case we will go broke, or we are now going broke already. Now the question is, how long is this war in Ukraine going to last? Now, the thing is that either NATO or other countries have to ask themselves this question: Is this war actually winnable in Ukraine? And unfortunately, the way it's going now, ladies and gentlemen, it is not. Now, what can be done to solve this problem? Now, we have to get somebody to actually make Vladimir Zelensky to sit down at a table, and Mr. Vladimir Putin to sit down at a table and just have a basically peaceful settlement, because unfortunately America itself and the world, mind you, cannot afford, I mean economically, even to support the Ukrainians indefinitely. Now, because those countries in Europe and even America has only certain amount of resources, ladies and gentlemen, and the thing is, we have to ask ourselves: is this even economically feasible to keep supporting Ukraine like this? So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'm going to see you in my next podcast.